Hey folks, and welcome to part 6 of Spark the Electric Jester. In the last part, we pretty much, got introduced to the stage that we're on, which is Luna Base. That's gonna eventually lead into Caria Valley if we're not already in it. So this stage right here, as I was mentioning before in my last time, you just have to be careful. Make sure you got this fire shield here. I was struggling a lot within the last stage because I didn't know exactly where I needed to go. And now that it looks like that I'm actually getting somewhere, so I thought we'll be able to continue with the stage. I forgot that I actually put that edit in there because it's been some time since I've actually gone back into recording commentary for this game, because I've been having kind of a lazy, 2 weeks or whatever that I took off from recording this. But anyway, yeah, this whole stage is just very confusing, and if you're playing it for the first time like I am, you're not gonna have any idea or situation on where to go. And the reason why my audio may be a little out of desync is because I've the recording countdown is a little bit weird, because I figured, if I start off just recording right away, it's gonna catch me in mid-recording. So I kind of figured out a method to use to try to record everything that make it sound like everything is okay, especially the intro is what I'm having problems with. So you may have noticed during the last couple parts have been kind of, cut in with the intro. That's this shitty microphone's fault and not mine. So yeah, and this microphone just sucks, folks. It's not a really good one. That's what you get for shopping at Walmart, I guess. It's called the black something web microphone. I gotta look up the exact name for this microphone so I can tell you folks not to get it, because the microphone itself was about $20, and yeah, you're pretty much getting what you're paying for when it comes to that. Get it at Walmart anyway. I've gotten headsets from Walmart before, and like the Logitech, it was okay. Yeah, I think it's called the Black Web headset. So yeah, don't get this headset, folks, especially not for recording purposes. For regular purposes, yeah, sure, it works fine on its own, but if you're trying to record any type of gameplay footage, there are much better headphones out there for you. Just don't get this headset, because it's on a scale, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Just because the Logitech headset that I had before, it was crap too, but at least it worked better than this. And the Logitech is what I use to record my solo adventures on my own. So if you go back on the channel, you'll be able to see what the quality of it sound like. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad either. So it was kind of like a mix in between, fun bag of sorts. I don't even know why I just used that word. That sounded so retarded. But anyway, we're on our way to the next area here. We just gotta go through the process of doing this. I was trying to move side to side to see if I was able to go faster that way, because this thing moves slow as crap. I didn't figure out any way to make it go faster, but this is what we need to do in order to go to the next stage. I don't know if I should have just stayed in between the beams and go in when I needed to, but yeah, it was just stupid. So I just did this from side to side and try to make it go faster. But now we're at Caria Valley, folks, and this stage right here is just gorgeous. It's better than getting out of the lunar base that we were just in. As I stated before, I don't know if I'm stating again, but we do have some trivia for this stage. It's only one piece of trivia, but Clara, if I'm even saying that right, Caria Valley concept will be revisited in Spark the Electric Jester 2. Oh, that's interesting. In the form of Scaria Stropolis? I can't even pronounce that, but oh, that's interesting. So this stage is gonna be in the concept of it is gonna be in the second Spark game. That's gonna be interesting when we eventually get to it. Yeah, you better believe I'm gonna be playing that too. I already told you folks. But yeah, this is the next stage beyond being in the cave for so long. So, and this is stage number 11, folks. And I told you that it was 16 stages within the game. So this is 11. So we only got a few more to go, and then we'll be done. I find this more this stage right here one of the more easier ones after being in that base for so long to just transfer into this stage, and the visuals in the background are nice to look at too. This stage overall is just gorgeous. So yeah, that's pretty much the little trivia I had for that, and I'm getting the trivia off of the wiki. As I told you folks before, there's a wiki for it. If you want to look that up, just type in, you know, Spark wiki, and you'll be able to find it. But there are some bosses in this game that we have to take care of, and according to this wiki, there's 3 of them in here, so there's always that to look forward to. And let's see here, because I'm going into the there's no because usually, like, when people write their own wiki or whatever, they like to add details, but there's no level architecture details displayed in there, which is okay. I mean, you could tell by how it looks right now that this is, as I said before, a gorgeous looking stage. But anyway, folks, speaking of gorgeous games, I've been playing a game called Indivisible lately, and that game is gorgeous. I'm playing a Switch version. I just wanted to have something to play in handheld mode while I'm either editing or just chilling on my own. So that got a little controversy behind it. I think I explained it in my River City Girls playthrough, but in case that you're not watching that, I'll just make it short and simple. The game released without the creators knowing. It released early for the Switch because I believe it was supposed to have a later date, and when it released, it was already on sale 20% off, so the creators was not happy. It wasn't Nintendo's fault, it was 505 Games' fault for dropping it early, and you know, it's just, it is missing some content in it, such as you know, couch co-op in New Game Plus. But if you're not even worried about that, go ahead and pick the game up for yourself like I did. It's a gorgeous looking game. It is for the PS4, Xbox One, and Steam, so if you want to play it that way with the new content, you can. I would recommend you do that anyway. It was just me, I bought it being impatient, but when I decide to eventually get to the game, I will be doing the Steam release, folks, so you can kind of look forward to that. And you can also look forward to the other games that I do have planned for the channel here. This boss isn't that hard. As you can see what I'm doing now, I'm just welling on it with the sword, charging it up with sword attacks, and then just dwindling it as dwindling on its health as is. Just need to do that charge up sword attack in here. But yeah, me being a little ambitious, pretty much ran off the track. But anyway, folks, I do hope that you're having a great day so far. Mine's is going okay. I just finished up recording the other games that I have for the channel, and when I'm done with this, I'm gonna hop on GTA Online and pretty much call it a night from there. I've just been recording mostly all day, taking a break in between sessions, you know, because I wasn't trying to burn myself out too much. Yeah, so that's basically how I spend my day off. Well, you know, when I actually feel like doing stuff, because it's been a while after the recording of the last part that I'm actually jumping into this part now. So, you know, if I sound rusty, well, it's because of the shitty mic. But if I sound even more rusty than normal, just let you know that it has been quite some time since I actually started recording again. And it does feel weird to record again after not recording for a long time. Just got to get back into the swing of things. But Caria City, believe it or not, I don't have any trivia on it because the wiki doesn't have any trivia on it. So, you know, I wonder why, because it has it for some stages and not the others. I guess they couldn't find any information on it or whatever. Just couldn't find. I just have no trivia, nothing to report on the stage. But the stage does look nice. It's a little bit different than you know, what we were just in, with it being, you know, a little more darker and whatnot. But you know, and these loop-de-loops are everywhere. We have the signs that says Clary station on it. I can't, I'm saying Clara even though it doesn't have an L in it. It's just, I don't know, my mind is just seeing it as somewhere. It's Caria, if I'm saying that right. It sounds like Claria, so I just gotta get used to saying that. But this thing right there, that thing is freaking persistent. I finally got it out of the way. That thing was bugging me and making me nervous at the same time, because I didn't know what it was trying to do, and I wasn't gonna sit there and let it do whatever it was gonna do. I was treating everything in this game, because it was my first time playing, and wanted to get it off the bat. Well, my first time making it this far, I should clarify, because you guys know the whole history with me in this game. Kind of got a little bit of bad blood when it comes to playing this game, because of the whole tragedy, what happened. If you folks want to know what happened, first of all, you're at the wrong part, and second of all, if you do go to part 1, I explained the whole situation there. So if you want to know what happened, go to part 1, listen to that a little bit, and then come back here if you want to do that. You know, do whatever you want to do. But yeah, those trains back there, they do pack a punch, so try to stay out if you can. Don't get hit by an idiot. Don't get hit like an idiot like I did. These things are everywhere, and you will get blindsided like I did right there. But they do have those exclamation marks to warn you that, you know, that's where that train's site is. That's where it's gonna hit. So as long as you know, watch out for those, you'll be okay. But yeah, those things do pack a bit of a punch. Not, you know, not a lot, but it does pack a bit. But as long as you move out of the way. that train actually reminds me of the game. Yeah, I just couldn't take it anymore. Luckily I had enough of that to respawn from there. But anyway, you guys have played Fight for New York, right? I'm pretty sure you have Def Jam Fight for New York. It reminds me of when you're playing on the subway stage and you get hit by the train if you're in that vicinity. Oh man, that game was good, folks. Like that stage had a fatal in it, if you want to call it that, because basically that's a one-hit KO. You don't cover after that. So if you're in that zone, or if you're it's best if you're obviously trying to knock someone into that zone, then you automatically get a KO. But it sucks if you're in there, especially if there's more than one person in there. You just see KO for both characters, and it sucks because it has happened to me before. I was able to, I thought that was an enemy right there, but yeah, I actually like been in that situation before, and it sucked balls so bad. After Def Jam Fight for New York, this series kind of died. Although they're trying to bring it back. I believe I talked to this one of my playthroughs. I don't remember which one. Boy, I was talking about doing the Def Jam games. I'll probably do the first 2. And then that's it, because the other ones after that is Icons, which really doesn't make any sense, and it has bad gameplay. And there's a kind of a DJ one after that, which is kind of like the kind of rock band kind of game. Still has Def Jam in its name, but it's not worth playing. So yeah, the only 2 are Vendetta and Fight for New York, which Fight for New York being the best game out of, you know, that whole trilogy, or what would you even call a 4-player game? It's not a trilogy, a series, I guess you would call it that if it's more than 3. Yeah, I guess you would call it a series. I don't even know if it has a name for it for just 4 games, but anyway, yeah, so when we get into that, that's gonna be I'll probably let the co-host do Fight for New York. I don't know yet. When we get to it, we'll get to it. I'm also trying to do some gameplay with my siblings. I'll probably have to set something up with them. If we do that, it'll be a mess. It'll be because the house that they're at, things do tend to get loud, so you'll hear other people in the background. It'll be just craziness. So hopefully I'll be able to do that pretty soon. It's not going to be in, hopefully it'll be in the future, but it's not going to be anytime too soon. So it's just be something to look forward to post here on the channel for you guys to see how I interact when I'm playing games with my siblings. Because there's a lot of us, folks. There really are. So that'll be one interesting thing to see on the channel. I mean, you see how it was with the Drunk Mario Party playthrough with other friends, so just imagine that with my siblings, although I won't be, that playthrough was slightly annoying because I was so toasted I kept saying things that didn't make sense, and overall it was just a good time. But man, going back to watch that now, I said some really stupid shit and I'm just now realizing that now. I mean, I had a good time. That was years ago. That was about 4 years ago when we did that, but still, it was still a good time for me and the friends who participated in that. Anyway, we got this little boss battle to you know, participate in. It's not really that hard, but it did take me a couple of tries to figure out this guy's pattern, as you're going to be seeing here in just a little bit. Spart's got some kind of beef with this guy, but the first phase, because this guy do have phases, it's not that hard. You see what I did, that I already took out a good chunk of his life just attacking him like that. But you know, this guy obviously, as I stated before, has phases. So when you knock him out of this, you think you may have won the battle, but this guy has another form of his sleeve, and it kind of, like, I kind of hate when bosses do that, you know, give you other phases, but you know, that's video games for you. So basically what I have to do is wait until this guy get into that phase. You saw what that thing in the background, right? Yeah, you have to kind of watch out with that. But yeah, this is the second phase of this guy. It's not really that hard, just you know, the pattern that this guy got is a little weird, but you know, once you able to figure it out, you know, this guy won't be any trouble at all. Just avoid the middle lasers if you can, and stay in the corners whenever it is possible, and you'll be able to defeat this guy in no time. As you can see before, I didn't understand the lasers at first because I didn't know which direction they were coming from. So, you know, I'm just casually shooting this guy from this point, and I'm able to get his health down. His health all the way down. And if he would have shot me with that, that probably would have killed me. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this guy. I'm just, at this point, I'm just shooting that guy at this range just to be a bit of a dick, but yeah, that's pretty much gonna do with it. I don't really need to shoot this guy any more than what I'm doing now, but I just wanted to make sure that he was good and out of here, folks. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this part, folks. So you folks have a fantastic day. Take care, stay safe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.